She pulled back. Now what? The most moves that men go wrong. I got an email to read real quick, and he says right here, he said, "What's up, school? What's up, Steve? What's up, school? What's up, Steve? I'm in college right now." He says, "I need your help. I'm stuck. I met this girl a few weeks ago, and at first everything felt really good, felt really smooth. We were talking, hanging out, texting, all this other stuff. We started talking about how he laughed at what she said. Even suggested that we hang out again, but now I feel things are different. He didn't tell me how the time or anything like that. And she replied slow, her energy's dropping. I feel like I'm the only one trying, and I don't want to chase her, but I also don't want to walk away too fast. What do I do here? Do I pull back? Do I confront it, or do I just let it fade? I'm trying to stay calm in this situation." He's saying this in this situation, but am I missing something in my head? Can you tell me what I'm missing? All right, so let's go ahead and ride it out. All right, and I ask all you guys, if you send me an email, please try to give me as much detail as possible, because detail is very important in the game and everything. But let us go ahead and talk about this for a second. I get that a lot of you guys out there enjoy the conversation that you have with women. I know that you feel that there's a certain kind of excitement that you have when you're actually talking to a woman, but the problem is that people don't understand the rules when it comes to sexual tension. Now, there are rules of conversation, and you guys are excellent at that. But if you're talking to a woman and it's not going anywhere, it's not because of the woman, so to speak. It's actually because a lot of guys don't know what to say when it comes to women. In the beginning, when a woman meets you, everything's gonna be fun, it's gonna be friendly, it's gonna be exciting and everything, but it seems like that's gonna fade out into the abyss once a woman realizes this conversation is not going anywhere. Yeah, I can talk to you, but I can also talk to that guy there and that guy there and that guy there. And why should I talk to you? What should be the main reason for me to even talk to you? And what will happen at that point, the text is gonna go slower, everything's gonna dip a little bit, and you're gonna wonder where you went wrong and all of this stuff. And you're gonna sit there and ponder and wonder, did I say or do anything wrong? The answer is absolutely yes. You did everything you thought was right, but everything you thought was right was wrong. Because so many of you guys out here, because the lack of the game, most of you guys out here are walking on eggshells because you're a little bit nervous, you're a little bit worried, and maybe you're just a little bit scared of what probably could happen if I don't do this right, if I don't do that right. A lot of you guys worry about that stuff. And too many of you guys out there actually psych yourselves out, because you're saying to yourself right here, which is the worst part of this, you're thinking in your mind that this is the perfect girl for me. This is the right woman for me. She is so right, so perfect for me, and I don't want to mess this up. I don't want to go wrong. I don't want to mess this up or anything like that. And when excuse me. And when you are doing that and moving that way, what's going to happen is you're going to lose out on the woman big time. And I think the problem is that she's recognizing something in you that she rarely recognizes in most guys out there. And that is that your reactions and everything is more important than your behavior or what you're trying to actually present yourself in doing. And how can I, and I know you guys are thinking, how can I turn this moment into an advantage? Okay, this is a disaster right now, okay? Because everything you're gonna do right now in this moment is gonna decide everything. And I've always said this, everything matters. Everything that you say, everything that you do, every move that you make is going to matter. It is the one thing that is going to put you in a certain kind of a situation with her. Either you're going to be an interesting person, or you're just going to be just a regular person. And you don't want to be a regular person. I always love to be the interesting person, because at the end of the day, if I'm interesting, what does she have to say that, you know what, he's not actually the right guy for me? And that's something that we just got to think about when you're gaming all this stuff out. And this is what's so important. So the thing is that when she pulls back, a lot of guys actually go into panic mode. They start overthinking. They assume that they messed up. They ask themselves, what did I do? Where did I go wrong? And this is where you got to be cool and calm. Do not double text her, okay? You're not sitting and wondering around what's going on with her. You got to keep your eyes forward. Women need to know that the person that I'm talking to, the person that I'm interacting with, has his stuff together. He's cool, calm, collected. He's not worrying about what I'm doing. He's not worried about what's going on. But where he is going wrong in this, and hopefully you guys don't, is that you have to understand the rules of priority. He's not a priority. None of us are a priority in the beginning. And I know this is gonna sound and suck, but the priority is other guys right now. It is her friend. It is a guy that wants to take her on a date. It's everybody that she knows more than you, unless you made an impact on her to move you up in that echelon. And I think a lot of guys assume that because I meet a woman the first time, I should be her priority. And it doesn't work that way. You can't be a woman's priority from the get-go. You've got to move yourself up unless you got this game. If you have that mouthpiece and you know how to talk to that woman the right way, then you will move up as the priority. And that's the one thing that actually changes up the game. It's the one thing that helps out a lot of guys. A lot of guys just don't understand and they don't realize. And this is where they seem to go wrong, because they assume that priorities they don't even think about priorities at all. And one thing that you do have to understand, there are going to be many reasons why a woman pulls back. And sometimes, like I said before, most of them aren't even about you. Not only do we just talk about the priorities, but sometimes she's testing your confidence. Sometimes she's seeing if you're stressed. Sometimes she may be unsure about what she's thinking about. Are you the right guy? And sometimes she may feel that, you know what, I did give this guy a chance, but what did he do when I gave him the chance? Because if you're sitting here having all these conversations with her and nothing has actually changed, then what is going on is that she recognizes you're just like everybody else, okay? And the problem is sometimes she just wants to see what kind of man you are. Because a lot of women are so used to what that guy's doing in the email that she wants something different. She doesn't want a straight line of a library. She wants like ups and downs. And either way, the pattern is never going to change in women, because the good news is the pattern is always going to remain the same with women until they meet that guy that is really interesting, the guy that knows what he's talking about, the guy that can push and show her that he has depth and he has range, and he's actually the guy that can show her more. If there's, I don't know, laughing and giggling and things like that, that's nothing to a man. What's important is the person what do you feel when we get off the phone? We got to start asking ourselves that question, guys. What do we feel when we are off the phone with her? You think whatever you talked about, do you think she's going to think about you? Is she going to reach out to you? Is she going to tell you that she enjoyed the conversation? But at the end of the day, man, she's got to realize that you're not the guy trying to run behind her. And that's one of the most important things in all of this. If she gets an idea that you're the one pursuing her, what she's going to start to recognize is that you are just not really good with women. Because most guys who are good with women, and most men that are good with women, they don't pursue at all. All they do is just lay back in a cut and just present themselves and allow everything to happen. But if you're not going to allow everything to happen, what's going to happen is that she's going to start to recognize it in you being passive. Boy, passive is not a good thing in this thing. You cannot be passive. Because the moment you're passive with a woman, what you're telling her is that, you know what, I'm just not sure of myself. I'm not sure of the situation, and I'm not sure that I'm the right guy for you, but I'll be the guy to hang out with you if that's possible. We can hang out together. And that is really the problem that a lot of people are gonna have in this, all this other stuff. I know y'all guys are wondering, did I go wrong and all this other stuff. So this is why it's very important that when you are talking to a woman, not only do you slow down, but what is also important, you've got to always be able to set the tone. You've got to be the guy to show her that, you know what, I'm a go-getter, I'm a tone setter, I can set the tone. Because if you cannot set the tone, she is going to feel some kind of way. And that's the thing that we don't want. We don't want a woman to feel some kind of way. I want to set the tone. So what I would tell that young man to do is, you're going to have to sit back and chill, but you've got to realize that you've already messed everything up. And what you do after this point right here is going to be the reinforcer. It's the last thing I want to say, because this is very important. And this is why you always got to be one thought, one mind, one way from the beginning. Gentlemen, I am telling you right now, you cannot be a passive person and then all of a sudden go on YouTube and hear somebody tell you something, and then you nut up, and then you become more aggressive and dominant. You can't do those two things. Let me tell you why you can't do those two things. If you do those two things, what's going to happen is it is going to be what we call a split, meaning that, here's the question. The question is that when I first met you, you were passive, like every guy I know. But now all of a sudden, who is this guy in front of me? Who is this dominant guy in front of me? And then here goes the question, which one are you? Because these are two different split personalities. One is passive, one is dominant, but yet the question is that I don't know which one I'm dealing with. Because if you were the passive guy and you're trying to be dominant now, that means you're pretending to be something that you're not. It's going to turn her off. And her mind is, if you were always dominant, then why would you try to pretend to be passive? Because what you thought that would be the thing that you need to get me. Just remember, guys, the way you start is how whatever street you start on is a street that you have to stay on. And if you are passive and you are not showing her the dominance and aggression that you need to show her, then you're always going to have the problem with her. And that's where so many guys are messing up. So what I would say to this guy is that you're just going to have to ride this one out and not change who you are. You have always been passive. You were not leading her and showing her where she wants to go. But for all you guys out there that are getting right before you get to this problem, you always have to have everything together. Lead her to the next part. Stop playing around. Yes, I know you want to get into bed with her, but it's not porn. So you just have to really actually talk to her. And if you talk to her, make sure that you tie in a date in there to show her that there is interest, that I don't want to be your friend. I want to be more than your friend. And if you could do that, it's going to be a better that's going to be a better chance for you guys to actually win with women. But the choice is yours. Everything that you do matters. Remember that, write that down. Everything matters. And until you understand that, you're always going to have problems with women. Gentlemen, this is going to be the end of the video, but not the end of the discussion, guys. Let me know what you think in the comments, man. And for all you guys out there, if you're ready to become a student of the game, just go ahead and send us an email, themanmindset@themanmindset@gmail.com. Go ahead and ask for your PDF, and we'll send that to you. And also, guys, if you're not ready, check us out live. We have videos, YouTube shorts, and we go live all the time. But the last thing I want to say to you guys out there, the way you play it is this simple. When you get on with her, you get to the damn point. Stop playing around. Stop playing footsies with her. Let her know, look, this is what I want to do. I want to take you on a date at this place, this time, and everything like that. And if she says, okay, cool, you're moving forward. If she says, I need to get to know you a little bit better, which is going to tell you that what you're doing in the beginning is bad. So remember, everything you do is going to tell her more about you then you can actually recognize. And this is why it's so important to make sure that when you're actually talking to a woman, that you've got to listen to everything she's saying, because that's going to tell you where you're at. But even if she said, let's take our time, yeah, cool. As long as we're going towards intimacy, as long as we're going towards whatever you want, I'm fine with talking to you. But I'm not going to sit here wasting my time just chit-chatting with a woman about a bunch of nothing. So guys, I just want y'all guys to understand that. And if you like this video right here, you're going to this video right there that I'm showing you right there. Guys, I'm the Dean. And guys, we'll keep reading some more emails and everything. This is a email ride that we're just talking about. A lot of guys go through this, and I don't want that to happen to you. So guys, we will definitely talk to you soon. And remember guys, check out the video beside me. I pointed at it one time, it didn't show up. But check out the video right now that's beside me. We'll talk to you later. Peace.